we have some news. I told you earlier in the broadcast about the director of the Train to Busan and what his next project is that is including zombies. This is coming to us from the Korea Times, and it's written by Baek Byung-yul. And the headline reads, Train to Busan director returns to zombie genre with star-studded Colony. And you can see the actors up there. They're all doing the fighting pose. I like that. Please forgive me because I'm not great with Korean, but I will try to name the actors. Because it says here from left to right, Gosu, Kim Shin-rock, Shin Hyun-bin, director Yeon Sang-ho, actors Jun Ji-hyun, Koo Yo-hwan, and Ji Chang-wook posed during a press conference for the upcoming movie Colony at a theater in Seoul on Monday. This picture is credited to Yonhap. Okay, it says here, film marks actor Jun Ji-hyun's return to the big screen after 10 years. Director Yeon Sang-ho, best known for the global zombie hit Train to Busan in 2016, is back with another zombie film, gathering big-name stars in Korean cinema. Zombie films are a great genre for revealing the latent fears of society, Yeon said during a press conference in Seoul on Monday. Just as Train to Busan tried to capture the fears of its time, I hope audiences will see Colony as the fear I feel now, 10 years later. Colony is set inside a sealed building where survivors trapped by a mysterious infection must fight back against evolving infected beings. The film stars Jun Ji-hyun, Koo Kyo-hwan, Ji Chang-wook, Shin Hyun-bin, and Kim Shin-rock, and Gosu. Gosu has the shortest name. The film marks June's return to the big screen after more than a decade following assassination in 2015. I'm so excited to be back, she said, with a bright smile. I'll show you her picture. This is her talking about at the event. I'm so excited to be back, she said, with a bright smile. I've always been a fan of Yoon, and I was happy joining knowing I would work alongside such outstanding actors. Yoon said the wide spectrum she showed in films like My Sassy Girl from 2001 and Assassination appears in a more concentrated form in Colony, describing her as an actor who can be sharp, playful, and sincere at the same time. There also is an image here of the director. I'll bring him up here. That's Yeon Sang-ho. Yeon also had warm words for Ji. Quote, I wondered whether someone that good looking was allowed to work that hard, he said, drawing laughter from reporters. There's nothing he cannot do, from emotional acting to action. His action in particular is a jaw-dropping level. The director also revealed that Ji had sent him a text message after a shoot apologizing for not having prepared more, which left a deep impression. Quote, I thought that this actor is really this sincere, he said. Koo, who previously worked with Yeon in Peninsula, plays the role of a biology professor in the film. He has his own logic, but no certainty, Koo said of his character. Yeon said he hopes to continue working with Koo on as his on-screen persona, calling him, quote, a true film lover and a genuine genre fanatic who knows every corner of cinema. Shin plays a biotechnology professor who tries to find the cause of the terror from outside the sealed building. Having been involved with Yeon's projects such as Netflix movie Revelations from 2025 and The Ugly from 2025, she said Colony is her first creature film with a director. I filmed my scenes from outside the building, watching what was happening inside on a monitor. It made me feel helpless, like I was just a spectator who could not do anything, she said. Yeon hinted that the film will keep its balance between intensity and accessibility. Colony is set to hit theaters this May. Now, when it says hit theaters this May, I'm not sure whether they mean for its Korean release or it's an American release. Let me see if they have it posted on IMDb. Let's look up. It's called Colony 2026. Reminds me of, there was a movie on Netflix that was also a Korean zombie movie where a guy was trapped in a building and he had to make it to the roof of the building, and it was also during a zombie outbreak. If you guys remember the name of that movie, I feel like it had a hashtag in the title, but I can't remember the title of it. If you guys remember that Netflix movie, that was a Korean zombie flick, let me know. Okay, so for them, no, that says Australia. Colony has the Australian release date of June 4th, 2026. I'm not sure we have an American release date for that just yet. It's saying May 2026, so that's possible. Wait. Okay, South Korea is May 2026. Australia is June 2026. New Zealand is June 2026. Thailand is June 4th, 2026. And Cambodia is June 16th, 2026. So no, we don't have an American release date as of yet. I do have an article that accompanies the next trailer, and it is from Bloody Disgusting, written by John Squires, and the headline reads, Colony, release date, new horror movie from Yeon Sang-ho, hits theaters in August. The next horror movie from South Korean filmmaker Yeon Sang-ho, who did Train to Busan and Parasite the Grey and The Ugly, is Infection Nightmare Colony. And Bloody Disgusting has learned this week that Well Go USA Entertainment has picked up the film for US release. Yeon Sang-ho's Colony will make its world premiere at the Cannes International Film Festival in May, ahead of Well Go's theatrical release in the United States on August 28th, 2026. The South Korean horror movie follows Professor Se Jeong as she is thrust into a terrifying hellscape with a mutating virus. When a mutating virus is unleashed during a biotech conference, forcing authorities to seal the facility to contain the outbreak. Kind of sounds a little bit like Resident Evil. Se Jeong and a group of survivors must fight to stay alive as the infected undergo horrific transformations and threaten to spread the virus. Colony marks Gianna Jun's, from Sassy Girl, first feature film since 2015's Assassination. She stars alongside Koo Kyo-hwan, from Peninsula and Escape from Mogadishu. Quote, with Colony, Sang-ho takes the intensity and scale even further, delivering a bold and terrifying new vision for fans, teases Doris Fardrisher, president and CEO of Well Go USA. Colony is presented by Showbox and produced by Wildpoint and Smilegate. And we have an image here that looks pretty cool. But I just wanted to let you guys know that this was coming to us from the director of Train to Busan. So let's get into that. Is there any more comments? One more. CJ says, I can't normally appreciate things where kids are being brutalized, but this is the flip side of that. Agreed. All right, let's get into the teaser for Colony. One thing I do want to note is whenever I see the Well Go USA Entertainment logo, I get a little excited because their track record is pretty good. Well Go USA as well as Legendary. When I see those pop up, I get really excited because I know I'm about to see something pretty good. 처음엔 네 발로 걷고 그러다 두 발로 걷고
뭐야? 저 새끼들 지금 우리 따라오는 거야?
Know what else this kind of reminds me of? Pinch, Kingdom. If you've seen the series Kingdom on Netflix, the way that these infected people are moving is kind of similar to the zombies in Kingdom. 하고 있는 것 같아요. Oh, was that a wall? That looked like a wall of freaking... No, I gotta roll it back. We gotta roll that back. We gotta roll it back. We're gonna start it over again because it's so much. I want to see. I should have played it and slowed the speed, but let's. 처음엔 네 발로 걷고 그러다 두 발로 걷고.
뭐야? 저 새끼들 지금 우리 따라오는 거야?
지나가고 있는 것 같아요. Yeah, that's like a wall of infected. I'm gonna call them the infected because I've had this debate with people before over whether the infected are zombies, because in my opinion, the infected that are, let's say, from 28 days later, I do not consider those to be zombies. I consider those to be rage virus sufferers and infected. To me, a zombie is a creature that was formerly deceased and was reanimated, like Frankenstein, like Return of the Living Dead, any of the Italian zombie flicks like Burial Ground, where you see them come up out of the grave. Those are zombies. Notice I did not say Night of the Living Dead, because those are technically ghouls, but no one ever mentions that those are technically ghouls, except for George A. Romero, who called them ghouls. In the movie, they're ghouls, but people forget that ghouls exist. Yeah, we're gonna put an asterisk and call these zombies, because that's, I guess most people would consider them zombies. I don't consider them zombies. I consider them the infected. It's a slight distinction, and maybe it's just me I'm a little bit of a stickler for, but I digress. But there's a wall of them MFers right here, and I don't know how a person would survive this. This is some extreme shit, and I love it.
인간을 다음
I'm taking humanity to the next level.
단계로 도약시키는 거야.
All right, that was a good teaser. What did you guys think of that teaser? I liked it. Of course, I mean, I am a fan of Korean horror movies. Going back to, I think the first one I ever saw was probably A Tale of Two Sisters. It's more of a, Tale of Two Sisters, more of a thriller. If I entertained you, made you smile, or helped you pass the time, please consider supporting this channel so that I can do that more. Horror channels often get suppressed and demonetized, but you can help in 3 ways: by pledging a monthly contribution on Patreon, sending a one-time tip using your preferred financial app, or you could help for free by liking and commenting for the algorithm, and most importantly, sharing this video on your social media. Thank you so much.